to them. So like Mama said, and my brother also interpreted, it was basically about, he asking about our deaf-blind center. And like we said, the deaf-blind center is a unit within the school. And so for them, they do not hear, they do not see. And that's a dual disability. And they are in the minority. And so we have tried as much as possible to see how we could solicit for funding to support them. What it is that all of them, the hearing impaired and then the deaf blind, they do not pay school fees and rely solely on government subvention. And in our part of the world, because of the bureaucracies and all of the things that happen, there's a difficulty in trying to support these children. So what I've tried to do is to write proposals to NGOs and other organizations that can support. And so presently, I would have wished that today were a working day, maybe a Monday or Tuesday, then you pass through the place. We've had some funding to renovate the place. We are laying tiles and we are painting the place, changing the windows and getting them new furniture and all of that, just to make the place very comfortable for them. And so for me, I think that this is even going to add up to the beautiful work that is being done there. Unfortunately, many of them come from very, very deprived backgrounds. I don't know what it is, but research has it that there is a strong relationship between poverty and disability. And you get to see that in our special schools in Ghana. And so in Ghana, we have 31 special schools scattered across all the regions in Ghana. But in the eastern region is lucky to have about 4 of them. Yes, we have a school for the deaf here in Mompong. We have a school for the blind in Ikopong. We have Kibi School for the deaf, and then we have Koforidua School for the deaf. And all of them are located in the eastern region. And so the eastern region is very lucky to have 4 of them. And so you have a lot of the things going to see the backgrounds of these unfortunate children. I don't know, but our country has a lot of poverty. Yes, and for me, I always tell people, I have known since that Ghana has got a very high level of poverty rates, but the level of poverty I see today is extremely crazy because of the children with disability. And I personally believe that it is because of the poverty levels that we have some of the children in our special schools. Why? Because that short period when the mother is in labor, she has to go to antenatal care in the hospital to check your food. You need to eat malnutrition, and all of that culminates into disability. And you get to see that many of them don't even visit the hospital at all. So they give birth in their farms, they give birth in their homes, and all of that. And all of it brings about disability. And for me, I don't even blame them because many of them do not even have the means to be able to go to the hospital. That is how serious poverty is in our part of the world. Then on the other hand, as we say that there's so much poverty, we cannot have people to support them and all of that, they themselves, the parents themselves who are giving birth to these unfortunate children, they give birth to so many children. So I have a child who is in my deaf-blind center. That boy is the 13th child from the same mother. She's the 13th child from the same mother. And I would have been wondering that if you are not able to cater for your children, you don't have money, you don't have the means, I would have thought that you give birth to some 2, 3 that you can manage. But you give birth to so many of them. And that is where really the challenge is. So it is a huge challenge. And I think that as a society, we all need to come together to put some smiles and educate them as well. For me, I think that is about awareness creation, where we can create that awareness for them to know that, when you give birth to children, you need to take care of them, you need to provide for them, their basic needs and all of that. And once you don't have the means, then you need to keep it on quiet and see how you can deal with it. So it's a challenge. So we are grateful to have you come put smiles on the faces of these unfortunate ones. Yeah, so you're very much welcome.